I sat down to start making my notes so that I could record a video on the eclipse that's coming up on the 17th. It's a crazy one. It's square Uranus. But then I got to looking at Uranus and just looking at its journey since 2018 when it first entered Taurus, and I got a little distracted. So we're going to do this video first as a precursor to an eclipse video because I think it's really important. It's really important to see the groundwork that has been laid so that this eclipse can do what it's going to do for our nation, our country, our people, our society, our structures, our politics, our government, everything, our financial system, all of it. This eclipse coming up is going to be a huge turning point. And never mind the fact that 3 days later, that exact conjunction between Saturn and Neptune is going to happen, which we'll talk about in this video as well. So let's get into it. I have a lot to say. Hopefully this will be one video, but who knows? There's a lot. So let's unpack it. So Uranus. This is a planet of chaos, disruption, revolution, rebellion, and just all together shaking things up. It's electricity, it's electric, it's destruction in a lot of ways. It does not like to be in Taurus. In modern astrology, it is the ruler of Aquarius, which squares the sign of Taurus. Now, I, as a general rule, don't use the modern rulerships. Uranus is just a planet that is very comfortable in Aquarius. So when it enters a sign like Taurus, this isn't fun. I have not enjoyed Uranus in Taurus. I am a Taurus. If you're a Taurus, you've probably been beside yourself. Beside yourself. A Taurus rising. I'm a Libra rising. It's been in my 8th house. Not fun. Do not recommend. Okay, but for the United States, we have Taurus in our 6th house. The 6th house has a lot to do with public service, the collective health and well-being of the population, the working class, and the daily operations of how the country is running. Public health and hygiene. It could also include epidemics, diseases, and your medical infrastructure. It's a lot to unpack. Keep in mind, we did have the pandemic while Uranus was transiting Taurus. Now, the whole world had it, but I think that Uranus really highlighted for the United States how ineffective our medical system was. And it's no surprise that we've dealt with huge issues, especially recently. Usually when a planet's kind of working its way out, especially these outer planets, out of a house, big things happen, big shifts occur that really highlight the lesson that planet was trying to teach us. We just had a government shutdown a few months back that had a lot to do with how we pay for, how we fund our medical care. And a lot of people were shocked to see just how expensive medical care is in this country. Now, we always knew, but because it was being subsidized, a lot of us had forgotten. And because it was being subsidized, it spiraled out of control. We saw Medicare fraud. Medicare fraud during the pandemic and Medicaid fraud was through the roof. This isn't me speculating. There's countless documentation, articles, publications, news, media outlets that you can go look to substantiate what I am saying. We saw so much get disrupted by Uranus. Even our day-to-day routines were disrupted. Think about life prior to 2018. I don't know about you guys, but I remember people going out to happy hour after they would get off work. I don't know anyone that does that anymore. I look back and I remember people my age now that had the energy, the strength, the finances to be able to go to a bar after work and hang out with their coworkers or just meet friends for cocktails. Now, and especially in the last decade or so, we've seen this rise of hustle culture. And a lot of that was also Pluto and Capricorn, which for a lot of Uranus's transit through Taurus, there was a trine there. So I think that there was a play that, like trines are like comfortable, like very easy flowing energies between two planets. But sometimes when you're dealing with planets that are difficult or disruptive, you kind of don't want them to have that easy flow of energy between the two of them. It's like when two like party girls get together and all the alcohol in the house disappears. It's so easy. It's so effortless. So we had this like rise of hustle culture. Many of us were getting off work and going to second jobs. Uber, Lyft, getting on this app and doing tarot readings, for example. Doing any little thing that we could to make a little extra money. Things have gotten insanely expensive. So the stability of being able to support yourself on one job as a part of your daily routine, that doesn't exist anymore. Uranus's transit through Taurus, money, 6th house, the day-to-day routines of the people and the infrastructure, it's completely rocked it to its core. Other things, public servants, the like government agencies. Now, I'm not talking about like the politicians. I'm talking about like the VA, Social Security, border control, a TSA. So these agencies that are government run that are supposed to help the nation continue to run smoothly. Have you been to a Social Security office lately? Go and Google articles about the condition of that agency right now. It's completely rocked. It's severely understaffed. Claims are taking 4 times as long as they were 6 years ago. And people are losing their homes as a result of that being the case. Some people are losing their health, and perhaps some people are even losing their lives because of how long these things are taking. So yes, Uranus has truly rocked the foundations of the day-to-day routines and the stability that we have assumed that we had here in America. And it's telling that this would be the transit right before it goes into Gemini, which is always when the United States goes to war. I wonder why. Maybe it's because the population is now starting to realize that there's really nothing left to be complacent about. That maybe they're going to have to fight for something to get things back on track. Go to the next video.